Well, maybe you're new to photography, or maybe new to landscape photography, and maybe you've been watching some landscape photography videos like this one and you're thinking, is this something I should get into? Am I missing something here? Or maybe you're worried about buying all that gear and then down the road thinking, am I going to give this up? Does it get boring? And that's the real question. Does landscape photography ever really get boring? Let's find out. Some of you may have figured out that I'm back in the Red River Gorge in eastern Kentucky. This is a place that's always been near and dear to my heart. It's a special place. I think it's a magnificent place. And there's all these beautiful arches down here that are just begging to be photographed. And I just can't help myself. Now, I've been to Princess Arch. This was Princess Arch, and I've been here a handful of times, at least a half a dozen times. And I've never really composed an image that I just really thought that was it. That encapsulates Princess Arch. And so that was my goal for today, was to come down and try to capture an image that really encapsulates Princess Arch. And so the one I captured in the past, I mean, it's okay, and I'll post that right here. You can take a look at it, but just, yeah, not really what I was looking for. So I was really looking at this from two perspectives. One, from the perspective of this angle here. I've never shot this before. And I was going to use this tree here in the foreground, as this fallen tree is kind of an anchor point, somewhat of an anchor point. I don't know if it really works. I'll take a look at it when I get back in post-processing. But, so this composition, I think, is okay. And there's this stump that's right here that I really want to cut down. And this thing's been annoying me for a long time, but maybe someone will get to it. But anyway, I've always felt that I could maybe compose it a little different. There's some trees right here that I'd really like to get into the image, but I just really can't do it with this stump in the way. So, but then again, I mean, conditions change. There's one thing about this arch. This sandstone arch will be here forever, but there'll be some changes to it and changes to the landscape. I shoot it today, tomorrow it will be different. The next day it will be different. And I think that's one of the most attractive things about landscape photography. It's always changing. It's always different. It's always something new and exciting. And that's part of the fun of it. I don't think anything could really capture the arch in its true form, any one photograph, or even any video for that matter. I think these arches are just something that you have to come and see and experience. And yes, I love photographing them, but I think the photograph is really, it just serves as a marker for the experience that I've had with that arch. And when I look back on these images, certainly when I print them and I put them in my home, every time I walk by them, I can relive the experience of being here. And it's quiet, it's calm, there's no wind, there's nothing but the sound of nature. And it's just magnificent. So to answer the question I led this video with, does landscape photography ever get boring? Well, the answer for me is no doubt, no. No, it doesn't. It doesn't get boring because everything changes. The scene changes, the landscape changes, our attitudes change, our gear changes. It's just, everything seems to be renewed. No matter how many times I've been to Princess Arch, when I come here, there's a sense of newness to it. And there's very few things in life that you can really say that about. And that's the beauty of landscape photography, is it's ever changing in every way. So if you are new to photography and you're an outdoor enthusiast and you're wondering, should you get into landscape photography? Look, you don't have to go out and buy the most expensive gear off the bat. Just grab a camera, a DSLR, a mirrorless camera, a tripod, and head out here. A little backpack, throw it in there, and you're well on your way. And if you've not experienced this before, just remember this. When you've got that camera set up and you're lining up that composition and you're looking through that viewfinder or looking at your LCD on the back of the camera, maybe you'll have that moment, probably after you've captured the image and you're smiling and you're happy with yourself and you're thinking, oh man, I hope I really got this one. Man, I really like this composition. And then you'll start to think, wow, for that brief moment, there was nothing. Nothing but me, my camera, and this bug in nature. Nothing a little bug spray can't take care of. But anyway, yes, I'm selling landscape photography, and I'll tell you what, the reason I'm selling it is because when you're passionate about something, you enjoy it, you want to share it with others. And there's a few of you watching this video right now that may take this on. It could change your life. And you know what? If I've got something to do with that, I'm pretty happy about that. Well, that's my pitch for landscape photography. If you're a nature or outdoor enthusiast and you take that camera and nature and you put them together, I just can't imagine anything more inspirational and fulfilling than landscape photography. So that's it, though. I'm going to end the video, but if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified of any future videos that I post. And drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, if I don't see you down the road, maybe I'll see you on the trail. Well, don't get me wrong. I really like this image. I think it's okay, but I think I can do better. And truly, that's the beauty of landscape photography. You can always return and try again and try again. And as I mentioned earlier, it never gets old. You know, truly, sometimes I make these videos and I think, just between you and me, maybe I shouldn't do this. Because if the secret gets out about landscape photography and what it's truly like, you know, am I ever going to have this moment again? Or am I going to come down here and this place just be swamped with landscape photographers? Yeah, so let's keep this secret between us, and yeah.